Hi guys, good to see you guys again. How is everyone doing? Okay, till we have another few people join in. Like I say, I wish we could talk and I could hear what you say. How have you all been? How have your weeks been? I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. And that's why I thought, let me bring you a little workout. I know we post videos as well on Namami Life and on their apps. But it's nice to do a live and know how you are and have an open question answer round. So let's wait for a few more seconds or minutes till everyone is joining in. And we are going to talk about lower back, upper back and back pains. Whatever back issues, we all do go through it at some point in life. And I want to answer a few questions that you have, but also tell you about how we can strengthen the back, what kind of exercises we can do to do some stretches, to do some strengthening, some core building work. Another 2 minutes before I start rolling my gyan on the back and back strengthening. And thank you for joining in, everybody. Thank you, Sonali. Hi. It's good to see familiar faces. Hey, Sifat. Okay. So, I'm going to take you through the session today. We are going to be talking about back, and why we have back issues is what I'll talk and tell you all. But I also want to know in the end what questions you have and what you would like to know, and take a journey into building a better back and better back health. And also I'm going to be taking you through a workout here to build some strong back. Okay, we do have a lot of people in here. I'm just going to quickly disappear and come back. The topic is back issues and back pain and how you can work out. Even if you have a back pain, what you need to do to ease the pain, strengthen it and work out still. So how your fitness journey or your workouts should never stop. Even if you have a back issue, you need to know how to tackle it slowly, overcome it and start building it back. Okay guys, I'm just going to be back in a second and figure out my network. Okay. Having some network issue here. Okay. Okay, great. So you're all on Namami Life. Hi everyone. Okay. Right. So let's get rolling here. Yeah, I'll answer the questions later. Thank you for following me, and thank you for joining in. Yeah, it's always a useful session because we all have a back issue. Like I said, 1 in 3 people in the world have a back issue. And 1 second, I might have to end it and start it again, guys. I don't have a YouTube channel yet. I am working on it, and I shall soon have it. I'm gonna be okay, so I still need to learn all those spinning things, Madhu. Technology. Learned so much in this though. Okay, guys. Yes, so I know. Yeah, so I am on Namami Life. Is it Namami Life? Live? Are you all on that? It's not Kitty Kalra. Is it? Type it and tell me. Which Instagram are you on? Which live are you following? Who's writing it? Who's typing it? Hi. Namami Life? Okay, great, Radhika. Thank you. Yes, so my name is Kitty Kalra. I am a Pilates and a fitness expert, and I want to tell you here why I started Pilates. It was the most amazing thing for the back. I had spinal fractures 20 years ago in a car accident, and the doctors told me I would never be able to walk again. And that's when I discovered the magic of Pilates. Pilates is all core building workout, and it actually really strengthens the back, and my back became like steel, working out so much with Pilates, mat Pilates, Pilates on the machine, and there are so many other forms of Pilates that you can do. So it's an amazing way to build core and back strength. Now a lot of you have back issues, and sometimes we just don't know why and what triggers it off. But I want to bring in a few pointers that you could keep in mind to be sure that you do not repeat those. And are you doing something wrong? What do you need to check in your everyday life that is probably going and hitting your spine, or those vertebrae, those discs, and bothering you? So the number one issue is when we are sitting too much. I'm going to go through some points here. When your lifestyle is sedentary or you're sitting too much. These days we all are sitting a lot on the laptops, working from home, doing a lot of online stuff. Even if you're sitting with your kids, you're doing online stuff and working from home. So there is a lot of bending forward. You're constantly forward, your shoulders are bothering you, and slowly that starts traveling down. Okay, and that is where it starts bothering your neck, and then your shoulders, your upper back, and it travels down to the lower back. So we might think that why is it bothering me? Why is my lower back hurting? It's only my neck which is probably going to be most affected because I'm on the laptop all day. But remember, it's all connected, so that's where it starts traveling, and sooner or later it will start traveling down to your leg, and that's when people have a sciatica pain running down, which is also connected to their spine. And then we have issues because we probably are a little overweight. People who have obesity will have a little back issue because their weight is too much. So of course, not having to say that, we need to target on losing weight if you want to fix your back and so many other health issues. Apart from that, we might be not minding how we sometimes quickly bend down to pick up something, lift up heavy things, just an awkward position, you know, and just we don't realize, we just go down straight. I am going to teach you how to go down, even if you have to lift up things or you have to pick up something. You need to know how to bend to lift it up so that you are engaging your core and not just bending from your lower back. The core and the hip flexors or your glutes, which are the muscles, which are the main movers, are the ones you need to activate. So I'll quickly tell you the two muscles that we use here, the groups. Those are called the primary stabilizers and the primary movers. Yes, most of you might think that your back is a primary mover because you bend forward and you, I'm going to turn my camera a little bit here so I can show you and give you a little demo also on a few things. So when we bend, we always think that we are bending and our main movers are the lower back. But I want to tell you here that it's not your lower back, it's actually your glutes which are the movers. Your back muscles are the stabilizers. So when you bend forward, it's actually from your back and your lower back that you need to bend, stabilizing it, and not from the, we all think when we bend, we go like this. So if you see I have a hunch here, try not to get into the hunch. When you bend forward, you should have a neutral, flat back, and that's when you use your hip flexors more. So you bend from the hip flexors and engage your glutes. So this is how you will bend if you do, and that's how this part starts activated. Plus, people who have a lower back issue, use your knees to bend. So you can go down like this and lift up whatever you feel like lifting up, or if you have to do some kind of stretches, then you bend your knees and you stretch down, or you stretch and you lift up. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind. Apart from that, of course, people who have poor physical fitness, when you're not really working out, you're too inactive, or probably you're just working out twice a week or thrice a week, and that's what I say, that twice and thrice a week of workout is no workout. You need to work out for at least 5 days a week and keep your muscles mobile, keep the blood flow going there, and that's when it will start building strength. Twice a week खाने से कुछ नहीं होता है. आप 4 दिन का खाना नहीं खाएंगे तो your body will not grow, you will still be hungry, you will start getting sluggish because you're not giving energy to your body. The same is with your back or with exercising. If you're not going to be exercising regularly, you're not moving those muscles, you're not mobile, there is no blood flow rushing there, and hence the muscles and your joints start going weak. So I'm going to tell you about strengthening and stretching exercises. Okay, so let's get on the mat, everybody, or you can just watch me if you're not going to work out with me. I'll show you what we can do. Okay, so I'm going to turn around. Oh, this is my beautiful Pilates studio, if you can see. Those are called the Pilates Reformers. And yes, if you Google Pilates, I'm majorly a Pilates trainer. But if you Google Pilates and you see, you will figure out that there is so much core strengthening that happens with Pilates. Okay? So I'll show you what we can do. I think we have less light here, so I can place the camera this way. Yes, this is better. Okay guys, that's nice and bright. So we're going to be here. And I'm going to first show you some stretching work that we can all do when we start working out, or you get into the mode of, okay, where is the mat? Super. Sheenam, thank you. Okay girls and friends, let's go here. A few stretching exercises, and then I will tell you a few strengthening exercises. And in the major strengthening exercises, I want to point out here that when you're building back and core, your glutes are very important. A lot of us focus on building back muscles and we keep talking that, oh my god, my back is weak, my back is weak. But we don't realize that if your active mover muscles, which is your glutes, they're not strong, or your butt, then your back will never be strong. So when you exercise, bring in all the muscle groups that are holding the back, okay? So you have to be engaging your glutes, you have to be engaging core to work and strengthen it. Okay, stretches first and strengthening. I'm going to show you here. You will lie down in a neutral spine, which means you will have a little gap between the mat and your back here. Your hands will be down to your sides and you're going to do bridges here, which is very, very good for your back and your pelvic floor muscles. You will engage the abs and lift up the pelvis and your glutes. Hold it there for 3 seconds and slowly drop down. 2 more here. So you can do this early morning when you start, because a lot of us feel very stiff in the morning when we wake up. And that's what I've heard a lot from a lot of people. So start moving and doing all these stretches when you wake up. You could do it on the bed, though I would suggest that you just keep a mat right next to your bed, so get down and start doing it. And now stretch out your feet and your hands and give yourself a good stretch as if someone's pulling you from your hands and your feet. Bring in one knee, point your toe and stretch your knee in towards your chest. You could lift up your nose, bringing it to the knee. Other side. And bring in both the knees then and point your toes and lift up. Drop down. The other stretches, you can drop your knees to one side and take your head to the opposite side. Give yourself a good stretch here. And to the other side as well. From here, we could do a nice supine spinal rotation. You will bring your knees in line with your hip flexors and your ankles are in line with your knees. Join your palms here. Open up your arm and reach it to the back of the room, looking at your fingers. And join it back. Do a couple of these. 6 of these actually are good, or 5. And then you do it on the other side as well. And then we have the usual cat and camel, or the cat and cow, which they call. Keeping your back in neutral. Gaze is to the front of the mat. Always don't drop your neck down. We slowly start bothering and injuring our neck when we are always looking down like this. So keep your neck in line with your spine. And you will inhale here. As you exhale, squeeze the belly button in towards your spine. Look down at your knees. Make sure your hands are right under your shoulders and your knees are under your hip flexors. You will inhale and start looking ahead to the front of the mat. Again, do 6 of these. Exhale, look in. And inhale. Exhale, draw the belly button in. And inhale, slowly release. Look ahead to the front of the mat. And then the other stretches that you can do is bend your knee in and stretch one leg back. Lift up your back and straighten your elbows. Look ahead somewhere. This is a beautiful stretch as well. And then to the other side. Give yourself a good stretch here. Another one that really works well is a pike which is lifting up your heels and dropping them on the mat and pushing your hips back. Give yourself a good stretch on the lower back and drop down in a cobra with your knees down on the mat and look ahead. Again, 6 of these, pushing the heel down, coming in a cobra, and then we can go into some shell stretches or a child's pose where you drop your hip onto the heel. And you come back. So these were some stretches that you can do to ease some back pain if you have. Apart from that, I'm going to show you now back strengthening exercises and some glute work. Okay. So we're going to come back onto our fours here and you're going to use your glutes. You lift up your leg only in line with your hip or till where you can. I'm not bothered about lifting it higher, it doesn't help. Just till here and drop back. Same leg, around 10 pounds. If you can balance, let's bring in the arm into play. So the opposite hand and leg, which is called the bird dog exercise. So when you lift up the arm, you start engaging your upper back as well and work on the shoulder and the leg, the glutes. So everything starts working as a chain when you bring your arms into play. After this, if you get a little daring, you can try the leg lifts that I showed, which is going to be, these are all glute strengthening work and they work towards your back strengthening as well. Okay, then we have the reverse of this same thing, which is called a dead bug. You will reach your hands back and drop one leg back and drop it, bring it in again. So you're going to do in and out. In. Again, you are working towards building the strength there and coordinating your leg, upper body, lower body, all the muscles together. Stabilizing the other leg that is not working, and then do a couple of 15 here and 15 there. Okay. Apart from this, the plank is a fabulous back building workout. You could be on your hands. Make sure of the alignment here. With the plank, a lot of people lift up the hips or they drop their pelvis down. And that's when the back starts bothering. A plank is a fabulous exercise to build back strength, but only if you keep the alignment right. Your neck, your upper back, lower back, all have to be in one line, and your hips down to your ankle. A lot of people drop the neck here, and that's why the neck also starts bothering after a while. If you get daring, you can start moving it into some leg lifts and some arm raises. So these are all back strengthening. If you can't be up onto your, off your knees, you will drop the knees down and just stay there and breathe out for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Hold the plank there, or you could hold it onto your elbows as well. So these are all plank variations. But they are great to build the back. Other than that, the leg lifts at the back, rear lifts or kicks are very good if you keep your arms nice and straight. 15 of these is great to build the same connection that I showed you on the mat with your back and glute muscles engaged together. And then we have the Superman plank or some breaststroke work onto the mat. If you lie in a prone position, you keep your hands right next to your obliques and you're going to be lifting up your upper back and rotating your arms to face the hips, palms facing inwards. Look ahead and come down and slightly drop your chest. Exhale and lift up. Make sure you're lifting up from the upper back and not using your lower back muscles. And drop. So your nose and chin never touches the mat. Also, when you get more stronger, you can lift those feet off the mat as well. So we are going to go off and only be resting on our pelvic floor muscles. I'll show it to you here. Inhale. As you exhale, inhale. So these are, about 8 of these are good for as back extensions. Apart from this, we have our basic ab prep or a slight small tiny crunch here. As you exhale, you will slightly lift off vertebrae by vertebrae and get your arms parallel to the floor, 10 inches off, and the gaze will be at your knees and you slowly drop yourself down. It's a small movement, but it engages your whole upper body and core. You could do 10 of all these exercises. 10 counts is fabulous. And come back. Apart from this, the reverse curl is a fabulous work that again imprints your spine well onto the mat and gives it nice support, and you lift your tailbone off the mat here. 10 again. So you're squeezing your glutes and jamming your back down as you lift it off the mat, your tailbone. So that's why it becomes activated and it works well onto the back. So these are a few things that you all could do to build back strength. Okay, so I'm back on my chair and ready to roll question answers here. Okay guys, hi. So like I said, back strengthening, back stretches, they all have to be incorporated for you to build a stronger back and go ahead with your fitness journey. Hi Sakshi. Sakshi has a bad back too. I keep grilling her and I keep teaching her things. We have to make it slow. Whatever workouts you do, don't overdo it. Change your workouts. Try and bring in strength training, and that's when you will slowly build it up. Okay? And of course, if you have a Pilates studio around, please join Pilates. It's a fabulous way to strengthen the muscles because your smaller muscles are holding the bigger muscle groups, which is your spine, which is your glutes, and that's how it strengthens, and that's why it builds the overall strength. Apart from that, if you do other workouts, swimming is fabulous to build a good back, and just walking, stretches, focus on incorporating a good mix of the workouts. Like most of us, if you want to work and flatten the belly, we do a lot of crunches, okay? But what happens is when you do a lot of crunches and you do focus on the abs, your back will start conking off. So try and mix your workouts. Okay, I have some questions there. I'll quickly finish what I was saying. So I always tell people that if you want to work on belly fat or around your love handles, stuff like that, bring in a mix of workouts. Don't just do crunches and just do cycling, bicycles and all only on your back. Change the workout, 5 exercises. Bring in ab crunches, which could be 50, 30, 20, whatever you can do and whatever your back allows you. Don't overdo it. Then you can bring in a plank, because you change the position and then you start strengthening it in the other way, and the whole TA belt, it's called transverse abdominals. It's a whole belt that gets engaged when you do a plank, okay? Front, side, back. And that's why planks are fabulous for lower back pain or to build back strength and core strength. Then the third one, you can do the reverse curls that I just did. That also works on belly fat, but it's nice and easy onto your back. Then you can bring in a side plank and do some side plank work. Then you can do some mountain climbers, and then you can again bring in bicycles. So what I'm trying to tell you is, do not stress your back with one kind of exercises with a little variation. Change the postures and do different workouts which are targeting your abs or your glutes, but variation so that that muscle doesn't get tired. Okay, how much time does it take for the back pain to ease off? Ouch. Now that's a question. If you start strengthening your back, it's going to take you anywhere between 2 months. Ideally, I would say about 2 months, because anything to start healing and your back to start building, or any muscles to start building muscle memory, it's going to take you about a month. So to start strengthening it, your muscles are going to push you harder when they know what you're doing and what muscles you are targeting on. So about 2 months is what I would say. It could take less or more. So it's individual, body to body, and depends on how excruciating your pain is and what issue you're facing. If it's an injury, if it's after a surgery, if it's after a pregnancy. So it depends a lot on that. I sit at my job all day and my back hurts. So I would want to tell you here that if you're on a desk job, friends, please get up every half an hour and walk around, and then come back and sit again and then do your work. So people who are mostly on a desk job have started really having a lot of cervical issues and back issues, okay? That's because we are not moving, we are not mobile. So every 30 minutes, get up, stretch yourself, give yourself a good stretch, give yourself a standing cat and camel, breathe, and then walk around, take some 10-minute walk, then come back and sit again. So that's a lot of issue, a lot of people with backaches are with the desk jobs are facing. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, 5 minutes more of some Q&A. You're welcome, Radhika. So it's a good idea to keep stretching between exercises, is what I wanted to tell you more again, between workouts. A lot of people with trainers, I know trainers can really push us all, but always listen to your body. If you can't do certain things, take a break. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to stretch, do a little cat and camel on the floor. If you've done too many ab crunches, go into some bridges, do 3 bridges. It's a great way of bringing in some cat and camel in between your reps, bridges, shell stretches or child's pose, and hugging your knees to your chest. These 4 stretches are what I do after every 2 exercises that I make my clients do or my students do. Every 2 exercises, and then I tell them, okay, let's just hug ourselves, or pick up a bridge for me girls, lift up the glutes. So it's a great way to keep stretching in between to ease off any pain or any stress your muscles might be going through. Is skipping helpful to lose weight? Yes, Isha, it's a fabulous way to lose weight if your knees allow you and if your age is on your side. I don't do skipping because I'm not so young anymore. But it's a fabulous way. It's a great cardio. So to lose weight, you need to all have a good combination of cardio and working on your belly fat, all the ab exercises, plus some plank variations and eating right. And more importantly, sleeping well and having a lot of water plus a lot of fiber intake is great to lose weight. Fiber is very important, friends. Yeah, a lot of people face bloating issues, and that's where we get a lot of belly. Yes. But you can work on that slowly, and again, there is no magic pill. You need to be patient with yourself, and I always tell everybody, if you put on weight in 3 months, if it was a lockdown that you all put on weight in, you cannot lose it in 1 month, right? So give yourself time, have small realistic goals to start coming back to whatever your target is. Be kind to yourself, really. And yes, I was going to bring in some more tips and tell you about maybe your mattress is not right. What other reasons to have back pain? Your mattress could not be the ideal one for you. So check for the mattress. Vitamin deficiencies, very important. We keep doing exercises and we all might be very regimental with our diet plans, with our workout plans. But if you have a vitamin deficiency, you might have a back pain with vitamin D3 levels are less, calcium is less. Your joints, your bones are going to start hurting and they'll slowly start traveling all over. It will start with one body part and it will start going into the other. And of course, people with arthritis, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, they also face a lot of back issues, and it's great to start mobilizing yourself, which is through movement, which is walking around. If you can't do too much of workouts, but at least start bringing in some kind of movement for 20 minutes every day, and really it's not a lot. And other than that, it's like your diet. If you're not eating nutritious food, and if it's got a lot of fat content in it, you will start putting on weight around your belly area. And the belly area is what puts a lot of pressure on your back as well. So bring in healthy foods, have a lot of water and sleep well. All these are connected to back, and of course the biggest trigger is stress. The moment you're stressed, it attacks your back or any weaker muscles that you have in your body. So target on cutting down stresses, doing some relaxation techniques. So those are some of the reasons why people have back issues, and that's how you could fight it and strengthen it. Another 2 minutes more. Also, let us know what you want me to bring in more next time in my live or with my videos. So it will be great to give you whatever you're looking at and work on that. I mean, I love challenging myself and wanting to have people who really want to work on themselves to bring it out, and I want to deliver whatever you feel like asking and helping in your fitness journey. The treadmill. Okay, so the treadmill isn't the best thing for your back. I would say start walking outside at your pace, and if you don't have room to walk outside, if you don't have a lawn, if you don't have places to really walk, but you could walk on a treadmill if you do have only a treadmill as an option, but don't keep that on an incline. Keep it on a flat one. The cross trainer is fat though, so you want to know exercises for a bloated tummy. Okay, so Shreya, we'll put this on the IGTV. I did share some ab exercises and some plank variations which also work in fighting the tummy. And the last video that I did, and with Namami, it's on my IGTV again, it had belly fat workouts. So follow that and figure it out. Other than that, you could follow me on my Instagram also on Kitty Kalra. and see some belly fat workouts. Having रात को जीरा, सौंफ and अजवाइन का पानी बॉईल करके आधा ग्लास, और उसको जब आप गैस बंद करोगे तो थोड़ा नींबू डाल के उसको पियो रात को, कोसा या गर्म पानी. That's a very good anti-bloat concoction if those ingredients suit you. Can you run for long if I have back pain? Not really Ranjit. It starts putting a lot of pressure on your back. But try and mix in and bring in a walking circuit. So Ranjit, you can walk for a few minutes and then switch to a few jogs and then walk and then jog. So that way your back will not be compressed with running all through for whatever those 20-30 minutes. Join Kitty's online Pilates classes. Yes, so I do online Pilates classes now that in a lockdown a lot of people are not moving out. You could join my online Pilates classes like Sakshi's joined and she's conversing for it. Thank you. So go slow, start a journey again. If you have back pain, don't expect miracles, but start working on building yourself. It does take you 3 months easily if you have a severe back issue, but start building it slowly and you will get it back. Okay, you don't have to live with pain. Remember that you never have to live with pain. Okay, you always can work out and find an easier way and find the right way to lose that pain, whichever body part you're having it, and work on the injury. So thank you. I'm going to be signing off now, and keep following us on Namami Life, on the Instagram, on the app. Stay connected, and remember, keep letting us know what you want us next to bring for you. So together we stay fit, healthy and happy. Have a blessed weekend. Love you all. Bye everyone. It's Kitty Kalra signing off.